Hi everyone, it's Pansy, and my share today is the Christmas cards all year long with Linda Lepodka, and this is challenge number 2. And you're supposed to make 5 Christmas cards every month all year long, and then at the end of the year you're going to have plenty of handmade Christmas cards, and you won't be all frantic at the end of the year. So this, again, is challenge number 2, and I only had, the challenge is pet. So you're supposed to use an animal on your card, and the only stamp with animals that I have is this itty-bitty dollar bin Joann's, and this year I'm like, well, I'm using what I have, and it turned out to be a lot more work, but I finally got it to work, and I played around with it, and I learned some things about my Copics that I didn't know, but I don't know a lot about Copics. I'm just learning. So here's what I came up with. This is one of my cards, and what I did is, the kitty on here is so small that I had a hard time coloring it and to get any facial features on it. So I stamped this kitty and I colored them all once and on all of my cards, and I didn't like how the face turned out. So then what I did is I re-stamped just the heads basically, and I pop dotted them on top, and let me find, here's what they look like without being an additional piece pop dotted, and it turned out okay, but it just didn't show up like I wanted it to. So then the next ones I did, oh, I gotta find it. Next one I did is I took that same kitten's head and I embossed it in clear embossing powder on, and then I colored it in with black Copics, and that's how those turned out. But I had a real hard time making the face look cute and stand out because the feature was so small. So I had them all done, but then I wasn't crazy about these faces. So what I did then is I took the big kitty's head and and I stamped them all out. Here they are. I stamped them all out, colored the heads, the eyes, and the facial features, and then I cut them all out and I pop dotted them onto the cards then, so that it just gave a little more feature when you're looking at the card. Otherwise, the kitten was just lost, and I couldn't use the bigger cat by itself because it was as big as my Christmas tree, so that didn't work. So this is the head from the bigger one with the little kitten, and you can see that the kitten has pulled all the cord around and unplugged it, and it says, "May your holidays be all play and no work." The inside is just blank, but I'll be adding a white piece of paper in there, and when I get my set of holiday stamps from Raisin Boat, or I get the perfect one that I want, then I'll go back and I'll stamp Happy Holidays in all of my cards, or I'll just write hand notes. I'm not sure, but they all have a white piece inside so that I can write on them. So a couple of them have this Happy Holidays ribbon, and I wish I would have used them all like this, but I already had these done with the green, and I wasn't going to redo them. Again, this is that Naomi knot. I talked to you about that before, and I'm going to do a video share on how to do that. It is so simple, and they turn out so nice. This is a 5.5 inch card, and it takes 20 inches of ribbon. So here's my next one. I actually have 7 of them, I think. And here's my next one. So that's it, guys. That's my cards for the challenge at Your Paper Pantry, and that's for the Christmas card challenge with Linda Lapodka. And the new thing that I learned is Tim Holtz has a video out where he took his leaf stamp and he made it look like a chalkboard drawing. And what he did was he used paints and some special paints and things that I don't have. But what I did is he used clear embossing powder, which I do have the Distress Ink clear embossing powder, and I have the embossing pad, and so I embossed them in clear. Now they're not clear now, but they were to start with. And I colored them with my Copics. It's B60. I can tell you what it is. It is, I colored it with B63 and black. And so what I did is over the clear embossing powder, I went B63, then I went over top of it with the black Copic, and then I went back over top of it with the B63, and it's hard to see on here, but it does come out like a chalkboard effect, and it actually turns out kind of cool. And that was something that I was just, I watched him do that video. It's on YouTube. It turned out really cool, but I didn't want to go buy the products to do it. But I am going to make a tag using this technique, and I should be able to make the exact same tag and look very similar to what Tim Holtz used. And once you get it with the black like this and the image is showing, then you rub chalk across it is all you do. And it should do the same thing. So I'll let you know when I get that done. I'll show you that, and again, I'll be back and I'm going to show you how to do that Naomi knot, and I'll put the link down below. I've done that before of where that knot came from, but it is the easiest way to ever tie a bow on a card again. So that's it, guys. That's all I have for now. Enjoy your day. Thanks for stopping by.